hard to find. You can always get the other kind. For good food, a relaxed, elegant atmosphere, great service, and a modest price, it's the Three Pigs at 29th and Noble, an Anderson dining tradition. The entire family, from tots to grandparents, will enjoy such treats as the best prime rib in town, plus nightly specials like their Mexican Monday. Try it once, you'll be back to the Three Pigs, 29th and Noble in Anderson.
Time is money. Money wasted unless your furnace is up to 95% efficient. Introducing the new Train Elite Plus gas furnace. Get the gas advantage. Compact, precise, easy installation. The Elite Plus gas furnace. The secret's in the stainless steel coil, constantly pulling more heat from your hard-earned fuel dollars. Now available at Nardco Heating and Air Conditioning in 9 different upflow and downflow models. Prompt professional service. Nardco Heating and Air Conditioning. Introducing the new Train Elite Plus gas furnace. A gas advantage energy efficient performer.
Barron's Paint Spot is your complete one-stop paint shop in Anderson. Barron's Paint Spot has over 1,000 colors to choose from and quality paints in stock like Dutch Standard, Kerfies, Elliott, and Harrison. Barron's opens 8 a.m. daily to serve your wallpaper and paint equipment needs. Plus, Barron's has picture frames and artist supplies. Barron's Paint Spot for over 60 years at the corner of 14th and Fletcher in Anderson.
One call from you sets Domino's Pizza in motion. From that moment on, we do everything to make sure your hot, delicious, custom-made pizza is delivered to your door in less than 30 minutes. Domino's Pizza delivers. One call does it all.
Domino's. Call now for fast, free 30-minute delivery. One call does it all. Domino's Pizza delivers.
Kids grow up so fast these days, and we're
expected to keep up and cope by capturing each memorable moment on film.
That's why we bought the new Olympus Quick Shooter, you point.
You shoot simple. I'll explain this part. Olympus calls it the Quick Shooter because it's the world's quickest 35mm flash camera. Recycles every second and a half, keeps flashing up to 5 years, and avoids those awful words. Wait, the flash isn't ready yet. It's auto-focus, auto-advance, auto-exposure,
Auto everything. Look, baby's taking her first step.
Another memorable moment thanks to
Olympus Quick Shooter. Even quicker than you know who.
The Olympus Quick Shooter and other Olympus equipment available at Odell Photo on 19th Street between Main and Central.
The 1986 Buick Riviera. Elegant, sophisticated, the most technologically advanced Riviera ever offered. Heckman Buick is proud to present this beautiful automobile. For over 20 years, Heckman Buick has served the Anderson community with pride. Friendly, courteous salespeople and an excellent service department await customers at Heckman Buick. Whether you're looking for a Skylark, Somerset, Electra, the beautiful Riviera, or a quality used car, Heckman Buick, 2721 Broadway, has the car for you.
Okay, here we go, Sam. Starting lineups, announcing starting lineups for Noblesville. Their normal 5 is starting tonight. Just getting ready for the Anderson Indian starting lineup. That's those starters for Noblesville was Robin Davis, Craig Hawley, Carafa, Simmons, and Roberts. As you see, 6'6" wanted these kids to keep their feet, keep Simmons from penetrating. And the first time he goes in and fakes,
That's exactly what he didn't want to happen.
Tucker leaves his feet and he goes in and scores a layup on the penetration.
If you leave your feet, you're not in control of anything, are you?
No.
Kelly for Anderson penetrates. A little short on the shot. Rebounded it to Noblesville. Came down to the hands of Robin Davis. Simmons brings it up. Noblesville with a chance to go ahead. Tied at 2. Ball inside. There's a foul. It's a reach-in. It'll be on Westerfield. That's the first foul of the game. It'll be an out-of-bounds play for the Millers. Here they go. Simmons from outside. 2 in a row for him. Noblesville leads 4-2. Anderson in white, Noblesville in the black with the gold numerals. Hathcock, yes. That's that shot he does so well.
Oh, yeah. Hard to defense, too, because he releases it sort of on the way up, but he's got it up so high you can't block it.
It's tied at 4. Noblesville's ball. The Millers, there's a steal. Another turnover, and Kelly ends up with the ball for Anderson. Anthony Kelly to Anthony Tucker, the Tony twins. It's Hathcock inside to Westerfield, turns and gets it. He got that one with only 1 bounce, Tom. It took 3 in the winning shot last week.
He's saving that other shot.
Got 2 more bounces to go. 6-4, Anderson. Noblesville on the attack. A loose ball, but they get it back. In and out. No good. Westerfield rebounds. Outlet pass to Kelly. Going. Yes. Anderson leads 8-4. Some good speed and an excellent outlet pass that time. The Millers attack again, and they've almost thrown away. In the corner. Hawley shot. No, and a foul is called on Noblesville on Mark Roberts. Pushing off on Mark Roberts. His first, the team's first. Out of bounds to Anderson. 9,000.
I'll bet you Norm would give up an hour's free use on Bubba if he could get 2 more quick fouls on him.
There's Tucker going down the lane, dishing it off, but a foul was called at the foul line on Noblesville. It should be on Hawley, but we'll check it. No, it isn't. That foul was called on John Carafa.
It's a good thing they got that call because Tucker went in uncontrolled and he charged after that call, so it would have been a charging on Anderson and thus a turnover.
Out of bounds to Anderson on the foul. Second team foul. There's Hathcock. That was blocked on the way up. Gets it back. Puts it up. No good again. And Fox had it touched it last before it went out of bounds. It was Noblesville's ball. The Millers, trailing 8-4, have the ball. That's Simmons. Simmons across to Carafa. That's Hawley out in front. Got it. Craig Hawley. His first 2. Noblesville has 6. Anderson has 8. Indians have the ball. And we have just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. The winner goes to the Sweet 16. Anthony Kelly for Anderson. Puts one up. He's forced that one. It's Fox with the ball, and it's knocked out of his hand. And a foul is called. Again on Noblesville. And Tim Fogarty says that is on number 20, Hawley. That's his first, the team's third.
Sam, Steve Crandall's standing here beside me, and he just pointed to his green Pendleton shirt and said we should be out there.
Well, they certainly played well enough to be there, but they don't happen to be.
He'd give you his Bubba to be out there playing.
Lewis Fox will be out line for Anderson, and he got it. Fox, a 6'5" senior, has his first point. Anderson leads by 3, 9-6. You know, my daughter works for Steve Crandall's mother, but everything's harmonious, and she didn't get fired because of the game.
Well, you didn't have anything to do with that.
No. Drops it off there for Tucker. Now to Halfcock. I like that particular phrase, confidence level. And right now, Anderson's confidence level is rather high, isn't it, Tom?
Yes, it is. You got to have that, too.
Kelly.
Nope.
No, too long. Rebound. Anybody, well, it finally ends up in Simmons' hands. Barrett battled for it, couldn't get it. Simmons down. Down goes Barrett away from the ball. There's Hawley. Now a turnaround by Roberts. Is off the rim. He tipped it in good by Carafa. And John Carafa has 7 of their 13 points. Only 2 have scored for Noblesville. Only 3 have scored, pardon me.
Anderson's going to wait for the last second shot here.
Half a minute to go. Anderson going for the last shot. 25 seconds. Crowd standing up on both sides of this arena. Just holding the ball is Tucker as they watch the clock wind down. 13, 11, now 10 seconds. Now they have to start the move. Hathcock with it. To Kelly. 3 seconds to go. Kelly shoots it. It's good. Anderson at the end of the first quarter. Anderson 16. And Noblesville 13. Woo. We have a good one going here, and we'll be back with more action for you after this from Marshall Communications, Anderson Bank, and some other great folks. What's total confusion? Who to call when your phone doesn't work? Rather than the maze of trying to reach the right department, there is now a better way. Just call Marshall Communications for phone service, whether you have one phone or several hundred. Marshall Communications, experienced, insured, bonded, and available 24 hours of every day. Just call 649-1759. One call, one number gets you the phone service you need. 649-1759, 649-1759. Marshall Communications, the one call for all phone service.
If you haven't opened your individual retirement account yet, you may want to hurry to Anderson Bank soon. To deduct your 1985 contribution, you have to do it by the time you file your federal tax return. And ABC is your best choice because we know all about individual retirement accounts. At Anderson Bank, you can select from a wide variety of plans to meet your retirement needs. Stop by Anderson Bank today, and let's open an IRA for you. There's an ABC office in your neighborhood.
When you're looking for that new truck, stop by Duke's GMC at 6015 Pendleton Avenue. Duke's has half to 60-ton trucks and lots of models to choose from, including S15s, Jimmy 4x4s, Safari vans, and Suburbans. Duke's also offers quality GM parts and service, body shop, and leasing and rental plans. Duke's GMC, 6015 Pendleton Avenue, 1 mile north of I-69 and State Road 9, Anderson. Duke's GMC, a truck you can live with.
Philippi Water Equipment Company, 1124 Madison Avenue, a family-owned business since 1967, features an investment in better living with refined water. The Miracle water softener systems are designed and built from the ground up, with each component engineered to function as part of an integral system. Water refining systems work better, last longer, and with optimum efficiency. Call today for an expert salesperson to visit your home. Philippi Water Equipment, 649-2837.
Kids grow up so fast these days, and
we're expected to keep up and cope by capturing each memorable moment on film.
That's why we bought the new Olympus Quick Shooter, you point.
You shoot simple. I'll explain this part. Olympus calls it the Quick Shooter because it's the world's quickest 35mm flash camera. Recycles every second and a half, keeps flashing up to 5 years, and avoids those awful words. Wait, the flash isn't ready yet. It's auto-focus, auto-advance, auto-exposure,
Auto everything. Look, baby's taking her first step.
Another memorable moment thanks to
Olympus Quick Shooter. Even quicker than you know who.
The Olympus Quick Shooter and other Olympus equipment available at Odell Photo on 19th Street between Main and Central.
For exercise, for fun, for the family. Shop Bicycle World. If it's time to drop the old ride and search for a new glide, Bicycle World has quality American-made Ross bikes, the ones with a lifetime guarantee.
There's sleek Fuji and Nishiki bikes with 25-year guarantees.
Bike World also features one of the largest BMX motocross selections in central Indiana, with a complete service shop and accessory. We're Bike World
In the big yellow building, 8th and John Street
in Anderson.
Back with you, Tom. We want to say we're glad to have Todd Anson here tonight on our floor
he's done a great job.
Yes, he has. And Cindy Schleybaugh, we'd like to say we wish her luck in her new venture also. She'll be going to Onward and Upward, leaving Colony Interconnects as of yesterday. Wish her the best, too. Anthony Kelly shoots and gets it off the glass.
And a foul.
And a foul. Anthony pushed off a little before he got that shot away, but it went undetected.
You might say that.
That's on Davis of Noblesville, his first. And team foul number 5, Anthony Kelly, who has 6 of Anderson's 18 points, will have a free throw. Try to complete the three-pointer.
Well, the main thing right now, I think, for Anderson as he makes that is that they got to play at this level the whole game.
Yes.
You know, last night they kind of let Kokomo back in it a couple times, and you can't let up against Noblesville, or they'll sneak up and get you.
Noblesville has the ball. That's Carafa. Swings it back outside to Hawley. Way across to Simmons.
Hathcock doing a good job
came up to check him quickly, yes. High post, turnaround is good. That's by Mark Roberts. That's his first 2 of the night.
Both teams shot 50% the first quarter, Sam. Anderson 7 out of 14. Noblesville,
we have an injury and we have an official timeout. Somebody is on the court. Sorry to interrupt you there, Tom. Let's see who it is. That is
52.
Mark Roberts.
Don't know what happened there.
No, I didn't see it, but he is. Tell you, these fans get upset at a lot of things, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Even, you know, they're standing up booing, they don't even know what happened.
Right.
Any more than we do, and we're experts, right?
Hardly. By the way, if anyone would like a videotape of this ball game, or of last Saturday's sectional game, for example, you certainly can have one by giving Colony Interconnects a call at 642-3612, $20 per copy.
Sam, there's something going on good here. The referees called them in, and I don't know what happened down there. I did see Todd Barrett get knocked down here. Tim Fogarty called him in and said, guys, this is not a personal deal. It's a ball game. Let's don't get anybody hurt.
Let's play basketball.
Don't let your tippers flare. Let's just have a good hard game.
Just play basketball and go for it.
You know,
I agree.
The referees we had in the sectional there would have thought of that.
There is Hathcock firing and hitting right. That's the second field goal for Eric Hathcock, and Anderson has a 6-point lead, 21-15 over Noblesville. We're early in the second quarter. The winner goes to Mackey Arena next week.
We got a sub there for Roberts. That's Ullman. Roberts will be right back in because he's at the bench.
Jeff Ullman, their 6th man, is in the game. He's wearing number 30. There is Simmons, and a tripping foul is going to be called against Lewis Fox of Anderson. That'd be his first. That's the 3rd team foul on the Indians. 2 of their fouls were on Tim Westerfield.
Roberts comes back in. He comes in for Davis, so Ullman will stay in the game.
Ullman is about the only sub that Dave Nicholson has used, except when a game is beyond recall. Simmons goes in. Foul called on Tucker. Tucker with the reach in.
Fogarty called traveling.
Oh.
Before the foul, he called traveling.
Okay, no foul. Traveling call before the foul. To the out of bounds to Anderson. A break for the Indians.
I guess so.
Tucker did reach in. Hathcock, no good this time. Rebound, Hathcock, block, foul. Noblesville, and it'll be on Mark Roberts. His second. Now, one thing Norm was talking about this morning on our coaches show, Saturday morning, I should say, for those folks watching on Sunday, was the fact that Noblesville could maybe not afford to get any players in foul trouble and have to go to the bench because they're not deep on the bench.
That's right.
There's Hathcock at the line, and he makes the free throw for Anderson. That is 5 points for Eric Hathcock.
So see Coach Dave Nicholson there yelling at his players. He's got a little bubba on his lap. They're referring to his towel. Norm calls his towel Bubba.
Hathcock, 1 out of 2 there. Has 5 points. 22-15, Anderson by 7, their biggest lead. That's Mark Roberts of Noblesville. Outside with it now is Craig Hawley. it back outside. Off the glass. Mark Roberts hits. 6 points, and we have a 2-point game now. 25-23. Timeout. It's called by the Anderson Indians. With 4:21 to go in the second quarter, Anderson leads by just 2. 25-23. We'll be back after this from First National, Odell's, and some other great folks. You see some of the Noblesville fans.
Sam, I think everybody from Kokomo sold their ticket. Most of them sold them to the Noblesville fans.
Well, I don't see any empty seats here tonight.
No, over here where Kokomo sat last night is a sea of yellow almost. There's some Anderson fans over there.
That's the Bumblebee section, yellow and black.
Right.
All right, we're back into play after the timeout. Anderson called the timeout. They have the ball, and Anthony Tucker has it right now.
You know, I didn't think it could be done, but I think Noblesville shoes are uglier than Purdue's.
Kelly for Anderson, in and out and in again. For Anthony Kelly with 9 points for the Indians. They lead by 4. Noblesville and Simmons brings it up. Throws it away. Big collision between Simmons and Barrett. They both went down, but play goes on.
And Barrett won that one. Simmons got a little shot through the nose there.
Here's Tucker for Anderson.
Noblesville's
half
trapping right now.
Barrett hits it. Todd Barrett felt good about that one. Let it go. 29-23. Anderson by 6 again. They've led by 7. For Noblesville, Roberts gets it down to Simmons. Lob in the corner to Hawley. Craig Hawley hits. That's a half dozen points for him. 29-25.
They let him set like that. He's going to knock that one down.
He squares up nicely. Good touch with the ball. Hathcock squares up. Hey, not good. Fox, yes. Lewis Fox in the rebound.
And a foul, Sam.
And a foul. That's going to be on Hawley. Craig Hawley has his second foul.
Anderson's last 2 buckets are the kind that win you ball games. You expect Tucker, Kelly, and Hathcock to score. You get Barrett knock one down. You get a rebound, maybe a 3-point play by Fox. That's the extra effort that's going to win you the ball game.
And Fox does hit it for the 3. That gives him 7 points. And Anderson leads by 7, 32-25. Indians have led most of the way. All right, and my neighbor, Biggie Huffman, here's a foul away from the ball. Barrett got caught. His second. Neighbor Biggie Huffman sends these giant Pepsis to us every ball game. Thank you.
Biggie?
Biggie.
We got a Biggie and a Bubba here tonight.
We're on the bonus for Anderson. That was team foul. I have only 4 listed here.
You said it was the 4th the last time, so...
now I have 5. I just couldn't read my own scribblings. Yes.
Looking over your shoulder, I can understand that.
At the line was Carafa. Hit the first one. That makes him 2 out of 3. That makes the score of 32 Anderson, 26 Noblesville. Carafa's second try is also good. So he has 9 points to lead the Millers tonight so far. 32-27 Anderson's ball. 3 minutes to go. Second quarter of play. Hathcock. Right at the top of that tee. To Tucker. Tucker goes under, yes. Anthony Tucker. Nice, smooth move there. Makes it 34-27. Dave Nicholson, the Noblesville coach, sitting there quietly, as is Norm Held, but Dave, obviously, obviously, a lot of strain going there. A lot of tension. From outside, Simmons, and he rattles, no good. Noblesville, Roberts rebounds and scores. 8 points for Mark Roberts, 34-29. No team's going to run away with this ball game, Tom. Kelly with a great move, no good, a foul. Who's going to be?
Charge on Kelly.
Anthony Kelly with a charging foul, his first.
I give a turnover on that, Sam. That's Anderson. Nope.
Ooh, way off the mark by Tucker. Followed by Fox, not good. Rebound this time by Noblesville, Carafa. Norm said that they didn't take too good a care of their baseline, and I think that's been proven tonight so far. Hawley for Noblesville. From outside, Roberts hits again. Mark Roberts, first player in double digits for either team. He has 10. 34-31, down to a three-point ball game.
They're going to hold it for one shot. Anderson hadn't been doing a very good job last few times down and passing the ball and getting a good shot. It seems like each player, Tucker, Hascock, they're all been trying to do it on their own instead of moving the ball.
So we have now exactly 1 minute to go in the quarter, and Anderson playing for that last shot. That's a long time to hold it. Noblesville will have to come out.
Well, Tucker thinks the referee's counting. Now they go into man-to-man. He thinks they're counting because it's going to be a violation. It's a count, and then the team that's behind has to force the action. So in this case, Noblesville would have to come out and guard him.
If they are told to come out, and if they do not, the second time they are called, it's a technical foul. Right. Kelly.
We saw that call in the sectional up there a few years ago against Madison Heights, and the bad part about that was he'd warned him like in the third quarter, and then got in the overtime, and he started counting and then called a tech on him. It was a very close game, and I really think it cost him the game.
Ooh, Hathcock. What a move through there to get it. All right. And a foul is gone.
All right. The only thing he did wrong there was shoot too early, Sam, but he took it in the hole.
Foul's on Carafa, his second for Noblesville. My goodness. 8 seconds on the clock. Well, a three-point play would be worth it, I guess. 36-31, Anderson by 5.
Yeah, they got to be careful not to foul down here.
And Eric Hathcock has his 11th point. 37-31, Anderson by 6. Noblesville hurrying down. The shot is blocked. There's the foul you talked about. And Lewis Fox didn't think he did it. But he's charged with it. That's his second. 2 shots for Hawley. Norm Hill very quiet tonight, Tom.
Yes, he is.
Very, very quiet on the bench. Very contemplative. You think that?
Contemplative?
Yes.
Must have got that crossword puzzle done.
Hawley makes it.
Well, Anderson's got 3 seconds to get a shot off, and I'm surprised they're not putting Westerfield in the game.
7 points for Hawley. 8 points for Hawley. Kelly fires it from back of center court. Oh, that was almost good.
Oh, they called a foul. No, they didn't.
No foul. No foul, and the first half ends with a score. Anderson, 37. Noblesville, 33. Woohoo! What a ball game. We'll be back after this from Whitener Chevrolet and some other nice people. Ball game, Tom, on both ends of the court, defensively and offensively. It's a 4-pointer, which is about what I expected. I didn't know whose favor it would be, but we do have a good one going.
Yeah, both teams are playing well. They're playing hard. Anderson, I thought, forced a few shots, and but you know, and like I said, took it upon herself, tried to score, and instead of working the ball a couple times, but they shot well. They shot 50%, 15 out of 30. 7 out of 9 from the line, that's 78%. So if they can continue to shoot at 50% and around 80 from the free throw line, they're going to do well. Noblesville shot better than they did. They shot 14 out of 24, which is 58%. Only got off 24 shots, and they got hot there late in the mid to late second quarter, and that sparked their comeback a little bit. Anderson's enjoying a 4-point lead right now, and that difference, they've outscored them one at the from the field and one at the or 2 at the free throw line. Noblesville's 5 out of 6 from the line. That's 83%. So there hadn't been a whole lot of foul shots. They're letting them play a little bit, which I'm going to say is to Anderson's advantage and disadvantage. That's keeping Louis Fox in the game for one thing, but it's keeping the Noblesville players in there too. But I don't think Norm needs to get any of those players out of there. I think he can beat them with their players in there.
I believe so.
He's taking it to the hole, making a lot of things happen, and I think Anderson can get them without doing that. Rebounds, 10 for Anderson, 9 for Noblesville, so that's pretty even.
so thrilled about the climactic ending to the sectional championship game. Mark Roberts hits his free throw. He has 11 points. That cuts Anderson's lead to 3.
Looks like Noblesville's going to press, and the reason I say that, they brought their guards from back here on the free throw down to be rebounders, and that means they'll be in position to put pressure on the ball after he makes it.
And Roberts does make it. It's a dozen points for him. And there they go into the full court pressure. Comes into Kelly. Halfcock, now Tucker. Back to Halfcock and to Tucker, and they get it into the front court all right.
Noblesville in the zone still, matchup zone.
Halfcock, a nice move. Little scooper, no. Fox taps it once, no. Rebound Noblesville, it's Davis. Now, listen to the Miller crowd. They know their team can tie it. It's 37-35. Carappa does not put a foul.
Westerfield just got his fourth.
I don't see a move to get him out. Oh, my.
Look here, Sam.
Oh, who did that?
Shelby Morgan just brought us some chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, boy. Some homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Shelby's the daughter of P.T. and Gayla Morgan, the football coach. Good friend of mine. I didn't say anything bad about him today. You and Norm did.
Well, she baked 4 dozen of these today. P.T. ate all but the 4 that we got.
Whatever. This came out of the hospitality room. So.
Oh, excuse me. They're great. At the line for Noblesville. Carappa, and he makes that second shot. That's 10 points for Carappa. We have a 1-point game, 37-36. Noblesville with some pressure. Whoa! A 10-second violation on the Indians, and now Noblesville has a chance to go ahead. Indians getting a little lax here.
Yeah. Well, Noblesville wanted to come out and play the first 3 or 4 minutes real well, and they're doing that so far. Anderson has not scored.
Simmons and Carappa. Back out to Simmons. He wants to shoot, but he pretty well covered. From
over into the corner. Good speed to get to it. Up court to Kelly for Anderson. And the changes Anderson made here. The two calmest people in the gym, at least by looking at them, are Norm Held and Dave Nicholson. From the corner, it is not good. Rebound, Noblesville, Oman. Here come the Millers. Simmons to Oman. Inside. Carafa. Double dribble. Lost it. So Anderson gets it on another turnover. And they put it into play under some backcourt pressure by the Millers. Tucker brings it back to Hathcock. They got caught once on a 10-second violation. This time, no problem.
Well, they went cold here. They only hit 2 out of their last 8 shots, Sam.
That's Hathcock. Now to Kelly.
Move the ball.
Hathcock. No good. Rebound, Oman of Noblesville. But the Millers have not been able to cash in all that much. Robert Pitts. Mark Roberts with 14 points.
He started stopping there. He's tall and long arms.
Out of bounds to Anderson as Simmons tried to keep it in play but couldn't. Here we come. That's Hathcock with it for Anderson. They've had a cold quarter. Tucker.
Somebody needs to take charge for Anderson and knock a couple down here.
Kelly will try it from 15, and he wouldn't get the roll. Rebound again to Noblesville. That was Carafa clearing the glass. Simmons has it. Miller's lead by 3. There's Hawley hitting. 10 points for Hawley. Noblesville by 5 for the first time, 46-41. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Hathcock into Kelly for Anderson. Kelly over the line to Fox, knocked out by Roberts. Still Anderson's ball. Noblesville playing inspired basketball right now. They're fired up. Indians look a little flat in this quarter.
They're not hitting right now.
That's right. Yeah, when the ball goes in, not very well, Tom, no. When the ball goes in, makes a big difference. We're down to 10 seconds to go. Anderson going for the last shot, even though they're trailing by 5. Norm motioning says, go on, move, take it in. Kelly with 3 seconds to go has to shoot it, and he does, and he misses this time. After 3 quarters. The Noblesville Millers have the lead over the Anderson Indians, 46-41. Wow. 8 minutes of regulation time to go. It's going to be a dandy. We'll be back after this from Budget Leasing. Three Pigs, Jim Aldrich, and some other folks. Listen to that noise level here. As we get set to start the 4th quarter, the Noblesville Millers lead the Anderson Indians by 5 points, 46-41. And I see some of the folks up on the stage. Tom, I'm not sure if we're hearing you or not.
Well,
I hope so.
I'm going to give you one stat, and that's all you need to know, Sam. Anderson scored 4 points that quarter.
That tells me enough. And they're behind by 5, which isn't too many.
They were 2 out of 12 from the field that quarter, 0 for 2 from the line.
All right, well, let's see what they do about it in this quarter. Anderson has the ball. It's Kelly with it right now. To Hathcock, and he shoots it out. No good. They're not getting inside with the ball at all. It's a perimeter game right now for Anderson. Noblesville with the lead and the ball. That's a dangerous situation if you're an Anderson fan. There's Hawley to Ullman. Now Simmons. First half was mostly Anderson. Second half it's been Noblesville. Hawley to Ullman. Not good. Rebound is to Barrett of Anderson. Tucker comes down with it. Now to Kelly. Goes to the baseline.
but a foul is called on Barrett of Anderson. It's his third. That was away from the ball. We're trying to check off on the boards.
Well, Barrett I saw him down the other end, elbow, going for a rebound, and he's playing out a little frustration, and he made a bad foul there.
And we have another timeout called by Norm Held to talk about the situation. 7 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the game. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, you see David Henley there in your monitor. Hey, we want to say something also, Tom, about our season-long mascot, Mike Hirsch. Little Mikey.
Yeah, the dancing bear, right?
The dancing teddy bear, yeah. Little cuddly bear. Thanks, Jenny Montgomery, for a little plug on the PA. We go into play. We have Noblesville at the foul line.
Well, they're the 1-1, and Norm mentioned this morning they're good free throw shooters. You don't want to put them on the line, so.
John Carafa is, let's see, he's 3 out of 5.
And they're 8 out of 10 right now. He's missed their only 2.
He's 2 out of 5 there. I missed that one. Barrett gets the ball for Anderson. Here come the Indians. Let's see what that little talking to that they have with Norm. The conversation does change the game. There's Tucker going in, loses the ball. Roberts has it for Noblesville. 6:45 to go in the ball game. Noblesville by 5, 46-41. There's Ullman. Back out to Simmons. They've held Simmons in check very well.
Sure have.
Simmons, a hook pass to Ullman. Simmons has time.
Nope.
Yes. 8 points. That's the first 2 he's gotten in the second half. For Anderson. Barrett inside to Kelly. He shots as he goes out.
That's 4 on Carafa. That's on
Carafa, right. 4 fouls on John Carafa of Noblesville, and Anthony Kelly will go to the line for Anderson. Kelly is 1 of 2. Anthony Kelly makes it. That's a dozen points for him. Davis coming back in for Noblesville. Robin Davis coming in, and out goes Carafa with those 4 fouls.
That takes away some of their scoring.
He's had a hot second half.
If Anderson can get back in the game, they need to do it right now while he's out there.
Kelly's second free throw is good. 13 points for Anthony Kelly. 48-43. 5-point lead for Noblesville. There's a steal. Jarred loose by Thompson. Here comes Kelly for 2. That's what Anderson needed to get going again. 3-point game. 6 minutes to go. Almost a steal that time. Noblesville retains possession. Simmons. In through the paint and a foul on Tucker.
Don't want to foul him.
Anthony Tucker gets his first foul of the game.
Well, Anderson really was back within 3. They needed to play good defense in and make him take a shot and stretch a little bit and try to climb back in 1 and change momentum.
Simmons on a 1-and-1, and he got it. That's 9 points for Larry Simmons, a 6'1" senior. Here's his second, the bonus. Good old Simmons. Noblesville with 4 players in double figures again tonight. 50-45. The Millers have the lead. Anderson has the ball. That is Kelly. Hesitates. Hits it from inside. 50-47. Roberts for Noblesville to Simmons. Across the line to Ullman. And now Simmons. There's a traveling call. timeout also. How about some pizza from Pizza King? Sound like a great idea? We'll be back in a moment.
I'll go get us one. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Scoreboard says 50 for Noblesville, 49 for Anderson. Some of these fans stood up when the game started. They have not sat down since.
Right. Nobody's left yet either.
Oh, no. No. The place is full. All right, as we go back into play, it's Anderson's ball. And it comes out to Anthony Kelly, to Tucker.
Need to work the ball and get a good shot here, Sam.
Kelly takes a look down that lane, down the paint. Thinks about it. Now to Tucker. Tucker. To Hatcock, shooting no good. Way off the mark. Fox is fouled by Davis.
We're now on a bonus.
Third foul on Davis. And Lewis Fox will go to the foul line where he's 1 for 1 tonight. He'll have a 1-and-1 chance. He could tie it up. He could put Anderson ahead.
I thought he made more than that tonight, Sam.
I'm sorry. He's 3 for 3.
Right.
You're right, Bob. 4 for 4. That's him a double figure. See Ray and Rosie Estes up there, too.
Yeah.
I want to thank Bob's Pro Shop, too. There's Fox. Got the roll. Bob's Pro Shop, they helped us with our set for the coaches show. Bob Bloom, great guy. Thank you much, Bob. There we go. As Noblesville gets down quickly, Anderson leads by 1.
Okay,
They were down by 7.
Anderson's ahead now. They can change their game a little bit.
Simmons penetrates, no basket.
No basket.
I don't believe so. We'll wait and see. Is there a basket or not?
Well, I thought he signaled 2 shots, but that basket went in.
The scoreboard hasn't changed.
Oh, he's going to count it. 1-and-1.
1-and-1. Okay. No basket, a 1-and-1. Foul was on Fox. We'll have Simmons at the line.
That's
2 for 2 there.
Big break for Anderson there.
A big break, yes.
Now if we can get him to miss this.
He's not likely to.
Not willing either, is he?
He does. Rebound to Kelly. That could be a big one.
I'll take credit for that one.
That could be a big one. Oh, boy. Here's Tucker.
I'd say in the last 4 minutes, which we're in, they're all going to be big ones.
They are. We're just inside the 4-minute mark. Anderson in possession right now of the ball and a 1-point lead. That's Kelly. We have a chess game going on now. Hatcock. No. He really cooled off in the second half. Noblesville with the ball. They could be up the lead back. 3.5 minutes to go in regulation time.
Well, they got the shot they wanted. He just couldn't get it to go down.
Right. That's Simmons.
Can't let him penetrate through that zone.
To Hawley, back to Simmons. Now to Hawley. He'll shoot over the zone. He'll hit it. Ooh, look at that. 12 points for Craig Hawley. Noblesville by 1. 52-51. 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Ooh. Anderson's ball. Hatcock. Fires it again. He hits it this time. 13 points. That's the shot he really wants. 53-52, Anderson by 1.
That's the results he wants too, right?
That's right. There's Carafa back in, number 50, had the ball, got it to Simmons. Carafa came in for Ullman. There's Hawley, no good from that side. Roberts is fouled by Barrett. Third foul on Todd Barrett. And you can't hide a foul like that. Not very subtle, but that's what happens when you play hard. It's almost a Georgetown foul, wasn't it?
Yeah, right. stitches required.
Here's Ullman coming back in for Noblesville. At the line will be Mark Roberts. Ullman comes in and Davis goes out. 6'7" senior Roberts makes it. All right, we have a tie game. That's 15 points for Roberts. It's still a tie game, and Anderson has the ball. 53 all, 2.5 minutes to go. We're down to a 2.5-minute ball game, folks. That is Tucker. No good. Noblesville with a chance to go back in the lead.
I don't know why we took that quick of a shot, Sam.
Yeah. I don't think Norm would be happy with that one.
No, I don't think he is.
Ullman. Inside. Roberts. Blocked, but a foul was called on Barrett. There'll be 4 on Todd Barrett. Tim Westerfield coming back in for Anderson. Freshman Tim Westerfield. Sorry.
They're saying that's 5 fouls on Todd.
Yep. That's what I had. I just, again, couldn't read my scratches.
You are having trouble with that writing there.
So Todd Barrett out of the ball game. 2 points tonight and 5 fouls. Here's Roberts back to the line for Noblesville, and he makes it. That's 16 points for that young man, and it's 54-53 Noblesville. Back in the lead, 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in regulation time. And he missed that second one. Hawks gets it. We're on the odd-even combination now on the scoreboard. Tucker to Kelly for Anderson. Out to Halfcock. Halfcock trying to penetrate. Tucker. 1:42 to go.
A little chess game going on here.
And there certainly is. Kelly has the ball for the Indians. Halfcock and Tucker. Back out to Halfcock. He got it. Yeah. 15 points for Eric Halfcock. Anderson leads.
Well, we're getting down to it now, Sam.
1:18 to go. Pauly. Now is when the mistakes really show up badly if you make one. A turnover, for example. That's Simmons with it. And Ullman. Simmons.
Better stop him.
They did. Ullman has it. Roberts. Not good. And the rebound. Oh, we had a foul. Westerfield or Fox?
That was on Fox, I believe.
If that's on Louis Fox, he's out of here. That's right. That'll be all for Louis Fox, the second Anderson player to foul out. 11 points for Mr. Windex tonight. And Norm Hill will have to go to the bench. They have less than a minute to go. Anderson leads by 1 point. And the Indians.
Why in the heck they got the rope down in front of the bench, I have no idea. Must be the guy who wouldn't let you in the parking lot last night, Sam.
Oh, my.
Norm couldn't get his player in the game because the civil defense police had him roped off.
John Carafa at the foul line.
He missed three.
Hold it.
Timeout.
Timeout called by Anderson. And I believe that is their last timeout. So we have 51 seconds to go in regulation time. Anderson by 1. Noblesville at the foul line when we come back right after this. Dukes and First National.
When you're looking for that new truck, stop by Duke.
Well, Sam, I think we're back on, Sam.
Oh, okay. I'm talking to Mark Bolts back here. Mark,
I fouled out a game, but I've never been roped out.
very fine official from Muncie. Noblesville, I should say.
Noblesville.
Yeah. And who worked a regional game last night, but he came over to spectate tonight. Okay, we go back into play. It's Noblesville at the foul line.
Carappa missed 3 that I know of.
All right. Less than a minute remaining. All coming down. In the final seconds, he made it. That's 15 points for John Carappa.
Well, the best thing to happen to Anderson now, miss this one. They won't play as hard a defense as they would if they were behind.
True.
And we might hold it for the last shot. Get out there.
He missed it. Rebound is to Hathcock. 45 seconds.
Noblesville's pressing, and it's a tie game. That shot's no good.
Hathcock across the line to Kelly. Kelly had his back to the basket. He might have been able to get it in there to somebody.
Where's Westerfield, Sam?
Newsom in the game for Anderson, replaced Fox. 25 seconds.
We're going to have an overtime.
Oh, my. Here we go. Down to 20 seconds.
Don't shoot too quick.
Hathcock. Gets it back out to Tucker. 10 seconds. Hathcock shooting. Got it! Timeout Noblesville with 6 seconds to go, and Anderson leads by 2. There was the shot heard around the world almost. Wow. Told you we're going to have a classic, Tom.
Sam, that was one heck of a shot because he had 2 guys all over him. He puts the ball up high, like we said, and he shoots on the way up, and he got it off and dropped it. Nothing but net. That was great.
Noblesville has the pressure on them now. They called a timeout. We have 6 seconds to go when we come back. We'll be back in a moment after this work from Marshall Communications and Ed Martin. Noblesville will put the ball in play. The pressure, as we said, is on them. They have to get down and get a good shot away within 6 seconds just to tie.
It's important not to foul here. It's important to make them take time off the clock, bringing it down court.
All right, here we go. Simmons comes down court. He fires it. No good. Anderson wins. It's all over. The Anderson Indians have won the regional championship, defeating the Noblesville Millers 57-55, a game that was just as we thought it might be. A great one between 2 fine ball clubs.
Unbelievable. They've done it again.
Super. Just a great. Okay. Well, I don't know what more you can say about this game. We will say a lot about it, but it was super.
All right. Great game. What do you say, Troy?
Who's that?
Troy Miller.
Oh, yeah. You mean Buckeye. Tom, I need some cord here. Excuse me. There we go. All right. We're going to be talking with some of the players, with Norm Held. And anybody we can talk to in a moment. Final score, Anderson 57 and Noblesville 55. We'll be back with our post-game interviews and
what a great finish.
The happenings. Huh?
What a great finish.
Oh, my. Great one.
We can't probably see it. Norm down here hugging him and giving his wife a little kiss, and he's going on.
What a happy guy.
He's going to do some interviews while the kids are cutting down the nets.
Right.
And,
we'll be talking with him, too.
Yeah, we're going to get out there and talk to some kids and Norm, too.
All right, we'll be back after this from ABC, who is up there helping to cut down the nets. All the Anderson Indians are happy, and again, the Noblesville Millers are frustrated as they leave the Wigwam. They've come close, and they can't come much closer than they did tonight. And they came over with a fine ball club, and they've had a great season, great 2 years with this, basically the same bunch of kids. So Dave Nicholson has certainly nothing to be ashamed of and a lot to be proud of with this fine ball club. But it wasn't to be tonight, as they had the lead over the Indians that they couldn't hold in the second half. Anderson had a very bad third quarter, but they came back and they finished strong to win it by 2. And 2 is a big one. We'll have your stats in a moment, Tom. I'll go ahead and give the scoring.
Okay.
Here's the way I have it unofficially. For Noblesville, their high point man was Mark Roberts with 16, John Carafa with 15, Craig Hawley with 12, and Simmons with 10. 4 players in double figures. Only 4 players scored for them, did all their scoring. For Anderson, let's take a look. Anthony Tucker with 8, Tim Westerfield with 2, Eric Hathcock with 17 points for Anderson, Anthony Kelly also with 17, Lewis Fox with 11, Todd Barrett had 2. Sidney Newsom was in the game briefly at the last couple of minutes and did not score. So, there, PT. PT says he owes me one. I don't know. It's going to be a payback day. So there's the scoring. The final score again was 57 for Anderson, 55 for Noblesville. You can have it for the stats now, Tom.
Okay, I'm going to use your mic because I'm not sure mine's working. Anderson shot 23 out of 54 from the field, 43%. They really cooled off the second half, and as we said, they were only 2 out of 12 the third quarter. Got behind. They could have gave up, but they fought back, got back in the game. The lead seesawed back and forth, and they stayed right with it and fought their way back in there. Noblesville cooled off a little bit too. 21 out of 43 from the field. That's 49%. From the free throw line, Anderson 11 out of 15, 73%. Noblesville 13 out of 20, that's 65%. Noblesville, in my opinion, missed some real big free throws near the end of the game, and I think Norm was a little scared to put them on the line there, but when they had to have them, they missed a couple. They made some, but they missed some too. At the 22 rebounds for Anderson to 23 for Noblesville. Very even on the boards for both teams, even though I thought Noblesville's a little bigger team. Turnovers, here's an amazing stat if I'm right. I got Anderson for 4, Sam. 2 of those were offensive foul turnovers, so they really took care of the ball. Noblesville couldn't ask for a better game turnover-wise, 7, and they still lose the battle of the turnovers. So Anderson, I know they're just thrilled to death to get out of here. I think they play the winner of the Lafayette game next week at the semi-state. There's a few people I feel sorry for because next week starts spring vacation, and a lot of the fans got reservations in Florida, and they saying, "What I do now?" So that's a decision they're going to have to make. I know where I'm going to be. I'm going to Lafayette.
Well, looking ahead, way ahead, and just no hidden meaning in this. If something should happen next week, and the Indians would happen to come out of Lafayette a winner, then there are some real problems.
Right.
Because the Wigwam will be full all week with a home show. They will not be able to have a ticket drawing. Will not be able to practice here. And there'll be students out of school. How do you get tickets to them? Those are hypothetical problems that they'd love to have. By the way, what was I going to say? I had something on my mind a moment ago. Oh, the ticket situation for Anderson fans this week. I talked with Jack before the game. The drawing will be Wednesday night. Deposit their coupons Tuesday, Wednesday. Drawing will be Wednesday night, as per usual. Tickets for next week will be $6, not $5. That's the only change, $6. I think we're going to go out on the court now. We're going to be talking to Norm, some of the players, and bring you more of the festivities that are going on here in the Wigwam as the Anderson Indians are the regional champions, defeating the Noblesville Millers 57-55. So we'll be back right after this.
Okay, Sam.
Does that give you an idea of how they feel around here? Oh, my. Well,
I had trouble doing an interview here tonight.
Well, the Anderson Indians, who couldn't get out of their sectional last year, not only got out of the sectional, but they're going to the semi-state this year. Okay. All right, great. They're going to the semi-state. They're going to be playing probably Jeff of Lafayette.
Right. Tell you what, we're going to ask a question, then we need a little pause so we can interview.
All right.
Who's number 1?
Thank you. Okay. All right. Now let's get some folks over here.
This guy just for a minute.
All right.
He's been my buddy all year. What's your name again?
Terrell Wright.
Terrell Wright. Terrell, you've been bugging me all year getting on TV. Now you're on. What do you want to say?
We're number 1.
Okay, thank you, buddy. Okay, we're going to get some players in here in just a minute. Yeah. Congratulations, Doug. Okay, you sat over there on the bench all night. Was there ever a doubt?
There was never a doubt. I have faith in my team. I started worrying at times, started getting a dry mouth, but I knew that we'd pull through because the Indians always do.
Well, in the third quarter, you guys were only 2 out of 12, and Noblesville got ahead a little bit. bit. You were shooting from outside a little too much, not working the ball. But to your credit, they came back strong in the fourth quarter, played good defense, created some turnovers, got back in the game. Now you don't have to worry about going to Florida. You're going to Lafayette, right?
That's right. You know, I tell you, Tom, I don't play much, but I try staying behind these guys 100% because they're great. I love them.
Well, like we said last week, you're the guy that makes them better when you work them hard in practice all week. You got to play hard, and then you don't get much playing time. But they need kids like you sitting on the bench to give them that boost during the game and during practice and everything. Our sincerest congratulations.
Love you, Mom, Dad, Todd, Chad.
Okay, we got Eric Hadcock in here now. First of all, Eric, you're our player of the game tonight. We're going to send a check in your name to charity. That wasn't because you hit the last shot, but that was a heck of a shot, buddy. There was two guys right on you, and you got it in the hole. How'd you do that?
Well, Westerfield set a screen on the baseline for I could get open more. I just took the shot.
You took the shot, but you weren't open. There was guys all over you.
No.
You went cold a little bit there in the third quarter, and to your credit, you came back in the fourth quarter and still took the good shots and knocked a few down. You guys played great defense there, too.
Yeah, thanks.
Created some turnovers, right?
Yeah.
What kind of defense were you in there? Was that a full-court trap?
Yeah, it was a 2-1 full-court trap.
It worked out fine because you created two big turnovers, got some buckets. But for your play all night, just not for the last shot, you're our player of the game, and we're going to have a check in your name to charity here. What's the charity tonight, Sam?
I can't remember, Tom.
Okay.
First national bank.
But it'll be in your name. You'll get notified of that.
Hi,
Congratulations.
Grandma.
Hey, good luck at Lafayette, guys, okay? Hey, Anthony.
Yeah,
thank you.
Anthony Tucker. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Back in October, would you have dreamed this could happen?
Never, not in a million years. That's the way we started out.
Well, things turned around at the first of the year and have been getting better ever since, haven't they?
Yes.
Well, I want to say something, Anthony. I thought you guys did a great job defense in Larry Simmons. I think you took him out of the game, and congratulations on that. What did you do special on him?
Nothing. We just, you know, we had kind of like trapped him. We quartered the ball, and we forced him to pass it inside or either take the outside shot, but you're not going to hit too many outside shots.
Right.
Well, without doing anything real,
intimidate him a little bit, too.
Without doing anything real special, you always got to know where he's at, right?
Right.
Because he can hurt you. I thought you did a good job keeping him from penetrating.
Yeah, Louis Fox did that. Big Louis, you know, he can take up a lot of space. And when Louis stepped up, Kellogg and I flared, and we took away the passes. So that way, that kept him from penetrating.
Did a great job. Congratulations. Good luck at
Anthony,
Lafayette.
that third quarter, Anthony, the whole team went a little flat. What got you going again? And it got going in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
it might have been, yeah.
That changed the momentum and got you going a little bit. But again, I think it was a good hard defense all night, kept you in the game.
I think Louis Fox is, he did something, he got a rebound basket or something. Oh, he got the rebound and he got fouled and he hit those free throws.
Okay,
that fired everybody up.
One more question real quick, something real serious. So you're a good looking guy. How many girlfriends you got?
None.
None? Well, say hello to your mom, man.
Hello, Mom. I also like to say hello to one of my dear friends, Marcus Townsend.
Right.
Oh, yes. Okay.
We love you, Marcus.
All right. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, we're going to be back and talk with Norm Held, maybe some more folks in just a moment. Stay with us.
One of the unsung heroes for Anderson, but this is Louis Fox. Louis, I thought you played a great game tonight.
Yeah, I played a pretty good game.
What they need you for, you did a great job tonight, and that's hitting the boards and getting some of them points that, you know, you're going to get Tucker and Kelly and Hathcock scoring, but when they get 10 or 12 out of you and about 10 rebounds, that's 10 points the other team's not counting on you getting. And I said early in the game that Barrett knocked down a shot and you got a couple three-point plays, that's the kind of plays that win the ball game for you, because that's the kind the other team's not counting on you getting. I think you got a great attitude. You're one of the best rebounders I've seen in a long time. You play hard the whole game, no matter whether you got 3 or 4 fouls. And I'd like to just say right here in front of God and everybody, I think there's some colleges around that need to take a chance on Louis Fox, because he's going to be a player.
My main man there.
That's right. I think you did a good job. Some Anderson folks got a problem. They don't know whether they go to Florida or Lafayette, but we know where we're going. Yeah. We're going to Lafayette, right?
Yeah.
Okay, anybody you want to say hi to or anything you want to say?
Well, I want to say hi to my mother.
Okay. I see your big brother over there, too, guy, right?
Uh-huh.
He's been behind you. I've seen him at all the games we've been to. I think you did a great job. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Good luck at Lafayette. Hit them boards.
Okay. I came away.
Okay. Norm. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Sam.
How was your stomach before the game tonight?
Oh, I tell you, it was terrible. I was so sick this afternoon. I didn't how I was going to make it till 7:30, but we managed to get there.
You and Bubba.
Yeah, me and Bubba.
Well, PT said he wasn't feeling good either.
Yeah.
Our producer just hollered in here that Broad Ripple was behind 59-30. We said last week they didn't play a very good schedule, and they're getting their Bubba's kick tonight.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really surprised at that. You know, Warren Central beat Ben Davis last night, and Warren Central was a slow-starting team because of the great football season they had. So you knew they were going to finish pretty strong with a great athlete like the quarterback. Can't think of his name right now. Jeff George, but he's a great athlete.
Well, I was talking to a cameraman from Channel 8 over there, and he said once George decided where he was going to college, he decided he got that out of the way, he's going to start playing basketball, and he's averaged about 24 games since then.
Well, you remember Mark Herman was kind of that way for Carmel a few years ago, and he turned around and led the team to the state championship.
Well,
talk about the game a little bit.
Let's talk about tonight's game. My goodness, what a ball game. We thought it might be a classic, and it almost was.
Nobody went home disappointed with the game. They might have gone home disappointed with the outcome, but not with the game. That was a well-played game. I think the Indians had only 4 turnovers in the game.
That's what we had before.
They tried a variety of defenses, etc. I thought we handled their half-court trap really well, and I thought they'd stay in the matchup all day long. I told you that this morning. I guessed right on that, and if they stayed in the matchup and they dropped it back, I thought we could probably execute against it, and we managed to get the job done.
You know, I thought you got a little lax on offense in the third quarter. You quit moving the ball, and each player was dribbling and trying to do it by themselves. And you went cold, 2 out of 12, third quarter.
And the shots we took weren't really good shots, Tom. They were coming off the dribble. They were coming off bad penetration. You know, there's good penetration and bad penetration. And I thought maybe we got a little bit hungry there in the third quarter, and we had too many heroes.
Right.
That's why I called the timeout, said we didn't need any heroes. We got plenty of time. So we managed to relax a little bit, get back into playing with some enthusiasm instead of some hero stuff, and we managed as a team to get the job done.
Well, and your press turned it around, too. You got a couple of big turnovers and buckets and fouls there. That got your momentum and enthusiasm going again. That's great to come back from that kind of shooting in the third quarter, get down 5 points or 4, whatever you were down, and come back and go ahead and win this ball game.
Well, we were actually down 7 points, Tom, at one time, 48-41, and it was, you know, at that particular time, if we didn't get the next basket, we were in trouble.
Right.
Well, we got a 1-on-1 free throw. We made them. We got the press. We turned it around. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point game instead of a 7-point game, and now it's a ball game again.
Well, you did one other great thing that you talked about this morning. You kept Simmons from penetrating. He got in there about 2 or 3 times, and that was it. He only got about 10.
I thought Louis Fox out on the front of that zone really did a job.
Well, Tom was talking to Lewis when I walked up here, and I thought he was the guy who really was responsible for taking the penetration away from Simmons.
Right.
And you know, Simmons and Hawley really, the guy that hurt us was the one I told you might, Roberts. He hurt us a little bit. Yeah, well, they're going to. When you guard the other 2 people, somebody's going to get a few baskets.
Right.
But I thought we did a good job on Simmons and Hawley.
Yes. Okay, do you know yet whether you play Jeff next week?
Don't really care,
No,
Sam.
I'm not sure you don't.
We'll worry about that next week. You know, we really didn't scout Noblesville very much. We didn't even bother going to Lafayette tonight. I still stick to the same philosophy that do what you do as well as you can do it. Let the other people worry about making the adjustments.
Right. Well, if you do, you'll be a winner next week.
Well, let's hope so.
All right, we certainly do. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sam, very much.
This is our last broadcast. I like to say from a 2-9 start to the winners of the regional, beat the number 3 team in the state. You got to be elated. You've had peaks and valleys before, but this may be one of the biggest swings you've ever had since
Without any question, Tom. And boy, I can't say enough about you people in cable television. This is really great for the people, you know, just kind of the people we got running around here now wanting to be on camera and so forth. You can't blame them. That's part of the atmosphere. Sure. So we just love you being here, and I hope you never leave us. Keep coming back.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Good luck next week.
Okay, see you later.
We'll be back in just a moment, so stay with us. You know, in the newspaper business, 3-0 means the end of the story. This is 3-0 for us. 3-0 games and the end of the story for the year, as far as our local telecasts go. But boy, it's been a fun year, Tom.
It's been great. You know, Norm said today you can't have a zoo without animals, which explains, right?
Here's some of our animals. Here's Todd. We talked about you earlier, Todd. Good luck in Peoria. Hope that things go well for you there. And here's a guy we've never had on camera before, I don't think. Mike Etherington. Mike works for UA Cable. He's been a big help to us. We've had, you know, technical problems throughout the season. He's always a guy who's willing to help us out. Thank you. Thank you, Gomer.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it's the last game. We can take a chance on hurting the camera.
No, he's just been super. And there's PT. Oh, by the way, we want to thank Bob Belangi, Jack Macy, all the great folks here, the athletic director at Madison Heights, Paul Bradford, his staff, and Smitty at Highland and all his staff. They've been nice to us all year, and without them, we'd have a real tough time.
Hey, get out of here.
Where is John Baldwin? What happened to him?
I don't know, but
well, he'll be here.
There's nobody that resembles him around here right now.
Okay. And so we want to say, and Tom Williams, he was with us earlier in the year. We miss him. He's in Lansing now, working for Colony. And Tom Harvey is at Delco.
And Mike O'Brien, he's out in the van.
That's right. We talked about him earlier, but he's still out there punching the buttons and running the switcher. And where's Baldwin? What happened to him?
I don't know. Good job.
I'll tell you what, Sam. I want to say good luck to Todd and Peoria, and good luck on your upcoming marriage. That's still on, isn't it?
Yeah, so far.
As of tonight, so far. Okay, here Baldwin's on his way, they tell us.
We got Big John coming in.
Now, we want to be sure to get him on. Hi, PT. PT. All right. Thanks, PT. Come on, John. Come here, John.
Where's Baldwin?
Come on. Get John Baldwin up here. Here we go. Here's John Baldwin. He runs the up camera. Oh, my. Hey, that's all. Good night, folks. We'll see you. Good night, folks.
Of fan participation, this type of extravaganza before. And that's going to play a very important role today.
Well, they're playing extremely well right now from the reports we get. Jeff of Lafayette has not been playing at their peak as of the last few games. Now, they may play their way today, who knows. But putting everything together, I'm predicting an Anderson win.
Well, I tell you what, I'd like to see it just not only for the Anderson fans, but just it's one of those things that's going to bring the community together.
It is.
I can still remember the comments I heard in November, December when they were getting ready to write them off. And here we are in February and or March, and we're backing them to the hilt, and that's what you want to see in a town like this.
Well, I can recall some parallels, or at least some resemblances of this team and a team of 40 years ago, because I was there.
You were there.
In 1946, Anderson Indians had a not a good season. They put it together at exactly the right time, tourney time, and they did it.
Sure. And you can never leave a tournament out without having to talk about my friend Norm Held. He is, I'm sure, a fellow that causes a lot of controversy with a lot of folks, but he has played his cards extremely well and has prepared these kids for this kind of a playoff, and just don't count him out. He is wise when it comes to tournament time, and he's wise at bringing a ball club along. And none of us totally agree with Norm all the time, even in conversations like you and I
He doesn't expect you to.
No, and that's what makes Norm fun.
It is.
But inside that, Sam, he's a very sensitive human being, and those kids mean an awful lot to Norm. And you can hear the kids talk when they come in the store. They do like Norm.
Norm is a motivator, if nothing else. Right. Okay, we have lots more to talk about before the ball goes up in the air at Mackey Arena. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
Two-sectional tourney. Final game, Bob, was they were maybe not quite up to par as far as their playing standards are compared with today, but enough to get by the Pendleton Heights Arabians. It was a great ball game. And, of course, that fine shot by Tim Westerfield said it all.
Well, you know what, Sam? The people down at Pendleton are starting to believe that they're going to win this sectional one of these days.
I believe they are.
As they prepare each year, they get a little bit stronger, and
building a fine program.
They really are, and a lot of folks are forgetting that the Markville-Pendleton battle used to have a few years ago, and they're starting to put their pieces together for a total program.
There we see that these are the closing minutes. There we go. We'll see Anderson take a shot. There it is. It's not going to be good. Now, there's a rebound by Jones. Comes out. Tucker knocks it loose. Kelly trails steals it to Westerfield, and there it goes.
Can you believe that, Sam? That was unbelievable. Westerfield in desperation. Bounce on the rim. Twice went up and gently settled through. And Anderson has won their sectional 51-49.
Well, you can see what kind of enthusiasm there was there. And here's another great shot coming up by Anthony Tucker.
Kelly and his back to the basket. He might have been able to get it in there to somebody.
Come through. This is the regional final moments.
Well, this was an exciting ball game. Folks that missed this ball game,
this was a
classic ball game.
Classic is the word.
Matter of fact, you could almost sell tapes of this ball game. It was so well played, and the fans were in it, the officials were in it, the players were in it, and every play was just major college play.
There we go. Watch him go. Ball's going to go down.
Great patience right here.
Now he moves. 2 men on it. Shot in the air. Boom. 6 seconds to go. And Noblesville calls timeout, but it's to no avail. We'll see that final shot, I believe.
It's going to be a timeout that really, that far away from the hoop, there's not a whole lot you can do. And I'm sure Norm at that time was telling the kids, just get back and get out of the way.
Well, they really covered him well coming up court, as you'll see.
At the half court there.
Yes. He didn't really have a chance to do much more than that. Here we go.
See, just pressure it. Don't play tight. Just pressure it. There's your shot.
Has to let it go. Time was out.
Well, you're talking about excited kids.
So Anderson, that's how they get to the Sweet 16.
It's all over. The Anderson Indians have won the regional championship, defeating the Noblesville Millers 57-55, a game that was just as we thought it might be, a great one between two fine ball clubs.
A moment ago, I think we both mentioned the word classic, and that typified that game. One of the best officiated games I've seen in a long time, one of the best played. Tom's statistics showed a total of 11 errors turnovers between the two teams, 4 on Anderson, 7 on Noblesville. You don't get much better than that ever.
You really don't, and if you would watch that again, as we watched that closing minutes, you have high school kids out there, and you watch that poise that was there in both clubs in that last quarter, the lead changing, tying up, and not panic shooting, a lot of things. It was a great ball game. It means that the two coaches prepared their teams well for that tournament game.
It's a shame that someone had to lose one like that.
It really is. It really is. And Noblesville, bless their hearts, have waited so long, but yet when you come to the Wigwam and that experience and all that goes on,
there's a mystique of some kind there. Not too many teams besides Anderson have made it out of that Wigwam over the years.
That's right. It comes back to what we said earlier, Sam. These kids know what it's like to win, and you give them a taste one time. These kids have been there before. They know what it is. They know what it takes to win, and it's just a matter of putting all the other ingredients together so that when the game's played and the going gets tough, that you're ready to play and you're ready to come down the stretch, and you know all the time in the back of your mind that you can pull it out and win.
Tom and I both commented during the game that the officials were virtually unseen and unheard of in that game, which is a sign of the best officiating. Now, you are an official yourself. You're doing games at the college level primarily now. In what conferences, Bob?
Well, worked the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes Valley, and a Division II NCAA, Division III NCAA, and one Division I NCAA, and then a lot of NAIA schools. And I've worked with Fogarty before, and I thought Fogarty and Champion did an excellent job in that ball game. They got out of the game, and somebody will say, well, they should have called a touch foul there. You know, when you have a flow of a game going like that Noblesville game was, there are times you stay out of that ball game. Let the kids play.
Let the game go, because they were both playing great basketball. When teams play good basketball, gee, it's a breeze for the officials.
Right, and you have to apply the principle of advantage and disadvantage. And there was a couple bumps that appeared purist would have said, well, he touched him, but there was no advantage gained, and if they would have started blowing their whistles on those, we'd have had a free throw parade, and the momentum of the ball game, we'd have had a totally different ball game.
Could have ruined a classic game.
And it could have meant that Anderson could have won by 15, or Noblesville could have won by 10 or 15, either way, but it would not have been a great spectator game, and the way it ended, it was a classic.
I thought the way both officials, Champion and Fogarty, handled it, it was a game that the teams decided, not the officials.
Absolutely.
And I always like to see that.
And Fogarty took the wick out of the tension early in the game and called the kids together and took the steam off.
Yeah. For those that didn't happen to see all the game, when things started out, things got a little rough at times, very early in the ball game, and they called the kids together.
Sure.
Tim did that, I believe.
That's right.
And he said, either we're going to play ball or you're going to be on the bench.
That's right. And in games like this, you have to remember those kids, gosh, their adrenaline is running.
Oh, yes.
The fans' adrenaline is running, and gosh, you're fired up. And you've got to help them remember where they are and what's going on. And it's a game, and you're going to play better if you just keep your head in the ball game.
That's right. Keep everything under control.
Sure.
And they'll play better.
Did the same thing in the NCAA games on Thursday evening. Sam, I don't know if you caught them or not. There's a couple times officials had to remind them,
Hey,
get
boys.
their head back in the ball game.
Yeah, hey boys, this is a game.
Sure.
Play ball.
Sure.
That's what it amounts to. If you play good ball, then you're not going to have to worry about the officials.
Sure. When you get to this level, you've got some of the best officials in the state working
No
the ball
doubt.
games. You're never going to agree with them all. Even on the floor, sometimes, Sam, you've got a better seat than we have on the floor.
Oh,
and,
yes.
There's been times you'll get blocked out of a play. Everyone will see it but you. And,
I've been there.
I've been there. And it's a humbling experience to be there.
During my very brief officiating career, one thing stands out to me. Some of the best calls I ever made, and I knew they were the best, were the ones that fans disagreed with the most.
Well, that's
and
true.
I think you found that
That's
true, too.
true.
When I knew I was right.
That's true. And it takes guts to make that call.
Well, pure luck on my part, I think. Wasn't in it long enough. Enough to know what goes on the floor.
Sure.
And enough to know that that's one of the toughest jobs in the world.
Sure.
And I think a lot of folks don't realize that the officials are really trying to help those kids. They're not trying to punish them or do anything to them in a negative way. They're trying to make the game better for the kids.
Sure.
That's what it's all about.
And I have yet to meet one that has that's going out to try and do a poor job. They have a lot of pride and a lot of self-respect. And Sam, they want to do as well as they possibly can. Matter of fact, and you mentioned this in the ball game in the regionals, other officials will ask you to watch them, see if you do anything wrong.
Right.
Is everything okay? And they want to do well. And we're going to find that today, too. There's going to be a play that no one's going to like, but it's a play that was, in his eyes, he's going to call what he sees. And he wants to move up, and he wants that game to go as smooth as anyone.
You know, I think all the way from here, I can hear the decibel level rising at Mackey Arena in West Lafayette. We're a few minutes away from the tip-off. We'll be back and talk more about it in just a minute. Stay with us.
We got you!
If this is the last time you're going to see him in the Wigwam, let's give them all a great big hand of thank you.
Level is rising. Everybody in Mackey is getting excited. The red and green and the red and black of Jeff of Lafayette, that's the two predominant colors, I'm sure, today. Of course, we have two other schools there.
Are they going to show up?
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Okay.
You bet. When you get down to the Sweet 16, when they show up, when you're there, you have a chance to win, right?
That's right.
And you have to be there first.
Anybody can be there.
But the Anderson Indians, I think, are favored, Bob.
Well, I'd have to say so. The enthusiasm that's here right now and the backing, and the kids have to feel it, and the confidence level, particularly after watching the Noblesville game. You know, basketball's a funny game, Sam, but the confidence level is very high right now, and I think these kids feel like they can do it.
Night before last, the Anderson basketball boosters had their annual basketball dinner honoring the team. Now, last year, of course, the team was out of the tourney at this time. This time, night before last, very unusual because the banquet was held while they were still in the tourney, still an active ball club. So it was both a banquet, a dinner by the boosters, and the awards were given out, but it also was sort of a pep session.
Sure.
Because all these basketball booster members are the most staunch backers in the world, and I'm sure that confidence level, the boys had to rise even a little bit more because of that.
The great pressure of the day, Sam, is whether you go to Florida with your airplane ticket, or do you stay here and go to the regional? The great paradox.
I didn't have to make that decision.
Boy, there's a lot of people moaning and groaning, but a lot of them went on to Florida, too.
Yes, and Anderson yesterday even had to have their state finals ticket distribution even before the semi-state because unusual circumstances, as most people know. Spring break, kids are all out of school, the families are out of town. The gym is going to be occupied by the Lions Club home show all next week, so they wouldn't have a place to have a ticket drawing even if the people were in town.
Sure.
All these factors combined now, of course, if they do not make it through today, then the money comes back to the people who ordered the tickets.
Sam, as you sit and you think about the game this afternoon, it reminisces in your mind the days when you read the books by John R. Tunis, Road to Indianapolis, and some of those books as kids we read, visualizing the trip from sectionals and at that time to Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And you can walk in Mackey Arena today and feel the nostalgia of what's going to happen to the four teams. You have Plainfield that's not been here before. If they have, it's been a long time.
40-some years,
okay,
I believe.
That's longer than my tenure around here. But anyway, you think about all those things and what these kids have as goals. We as adults think about winning and all these kind of things. The kids, they just want to play their best, and they just want to see Market Square and be a part of that Final Four.
I remember in 1946 when Anderson got to the Final Four, things were still pretty tough. World War II was just over, and there wasn't a lot of money, and not many people had automobiles. We used to get a whole gang of kids in a car just to go to a ball game. The guy that had the car, he had a lot of friends.
He's a winner.
Right. I remember going to the state finals in a Packard convertible. And the Packard was about a 41 Packard convertible, I think. It belonged to a friend of mine. That was quite a night. We had the top down, even though it was a little cool. And we came back through Noblesville. That was a good way to come back in those days. No interstates.
Sure.
And came back. The Anderson High School gym, the old Wigwam, was full when the team got back from Indianapolis. Literally packed to the rafters. It held about 3,600 people. It was jam-packed full. The floor, all the seats and bleachers.
The fire trucks out.
Fire trucks took a ride through town. And we, the kids in school, I was a senior that year, we celebrated for a week. 1 week. Now, things have changed a little. I think they have a 1 or 2 day celebration, and they should.
Sure.
But we had a whole week that we did nothing but celebrate.
Well, we used to have the sectionals that would take, you'd be out of school Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and just attend games all day, too.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I just wonder the number of fans that are here that were in the various hotels, and a couple of the local businesses put on the big party this year at one of the local churches and had all the food and soft drinks and activities today. These kids are going to be, they are pumped up.
Oh, yes.
And you can just feel it.
Well, at West Lafayette today, Payless and Anderson Bank are combining to have a place for the kids to go. They've taken over, rented a school, and that's where it's going to be this year.
I thought it was a church. It was a school.
A school, and it's within walking distance of Mackey, so they have a place to go. A lot of hours between games now, more so than it used to be, because we're starting this game here in a few minutes at 11 o'clock. The action of the first 2 games will be over by, let's see, 3 or so. Then there's a 5-hour wait until the night game begins. What can you do in 5 hours besides get a meal? You have to have something to do. So I think it's a great thing for kids to have a place to go. And I'm sure the adults
we better be there for that night ball game.
That's right. It's just an exciting day for everybody. And, of course, you've been to Mackey Arena.
I've been to Mackey.
That has to be one of the greatest places in the world to see a basketball game.
Sure is.
I've seen some good ones, but I think it tops them all. It's not the largest, but it's certainly one of the best.
And when you pack them in, you know that there's heat and enthusiasm in that place. And the kids will feel all of that this afternoon.
The Anderson Indians take on Jeff of Lafayette. We'll be back to talk more about it right after this.
Good luck to the Anderson Indians. We'll be back with the game of semi-state.